Hi, I'm Dr. Frank Lipman from Be Well Week and Be Well Weekend, and I'm here with the lovely Stephanie Side from Everyday Health, and she's going to show me what she has for breakfast, and I'm going to tell her what I think.
You're not going to be kind, but I want to preface this by saying I have a 2-year-old baby, so I'm juggling a lot in the mornings. It's really important that I'm able to make things fast, and I'm able to make things that she can eat and that I can eat, okay? So, and you can tear it apart if you want, but I always thought this was pretty healthy. Okay, so the first...
what's that?
So this is oatmeal. I make oatmeal. What I do is I get up, and it takes about 20 minutes to cook the oatmeal. So I put the oatmeal on while I'm getting ready, so when the baby wakes up, it's ready to go. And then what I do is I just add walnuts and prunes. And that's a great breakfast for us. We have that at least 3 times a week.
Okay, not too bad. A couple of comments.
Okay.
I would use gluten-free oats.
Okay.
Because I think that's important. You can get gluten-free oats. I wouldn't use too many prunes because then it's going to be too much sugar. And I would rather use, instead of dairy or cow's milk or soy milk, I'd rather use almond milk or coconut milk.
You prefer those milks. And but you see I didn't add any sugar.
That's not bad at all. That's not a bad breakfast.
Okay.
And if you really want to get creative, I mean, what we do at our house is my wife makes a great mix. She adds some shredded coconut, some pumpkin seeds, what else does she put in? Some chia seeds.
Shredded coconut, you were saying?
Shredded, unsweetened shredded coconut is fantastic. And actually then you don't have to cook it. You make this mix. You put it in the fridge, add some almond milk or coconut milk, let it soak in the fridge overnight and have it in the morning, so you don't even have to cook it. So it's ready to go. It's even quicker breakfast.
So clearly I'm missing the milk, and does that mean I'm missing a food group on this one?
I like the milks because of the fat, but you're putting some walnuts in, so you are getting some fat.
Okay.
The only problem that I have with it, and I have this type of breakfast a lot, is there's not enough protein, so it doesn't sustain you as long as a meal with good protein and fat in it. But not a bad choice at all.
Okay, so the other one that I make quite often, and I eat this often as a snack as well,
great snack. I love
is just sliced apples with almond butter.
Perfect.
Is this enough for us for breakfast?
It's not enough for breakfast for most people, but as a snack it's perfect. I would imagine if you had that for breakfast at 10, 11 o'clock you're hungry again. But as a snack and as a sort of semi-breakfast on the go, great.
What do you think about peanut butter? Can I substitute peanut butter?
Well, you can. I prefer almond butter, but you can, you can get organic peanut butter. It's not the end of the world, but I do prefer almond butter.
Okay, so the other thing that I like to do often, and I know you're going to get on me for this one, is I like to basically slice up an avocado.
I love avocado. Is a superfood. It's one of my favorite foods. I put it in my shakes. I put it in everything. I love avocado. So you're starting off on a good note.
So what I do is I usually use whole wheat bread, which has gluten, and then I spread the avocado on it, and then I add some salt, some red pepper for me, not for Isabel because she doesn't like the red pepper, and then I just squeeze lemon. Now, how is that as a breakfast?
Once again, I wouldn't use wheat bread. I would use gluten-free bread, and even the gluten-free bread can be a problem because the grains that they use can be high in sugar or cause your blood sugar to go up a lot. So, but it's not a particularly bad breakfast if you have gluten-free bread. What I would do is I'd add some sardines or some wild salmon on there just to make it a little bit more substantial. Not a bad breakfast at all. It's quick. But I'm going to show you the quickest breakfast, which is really easy. You just take, it's a protein shake. You just take packet of protein powder, you put it in the shaker bottle, then you're going to taste it and you're going to see how good it tastes.
Okay.
And this is really, really simple. Now, I'm not saying you have to have it every morning.
Now, is this something I can feed my 2-year-old?
A 2-year-old, you can use it with kids. I don't know if I would recommend this for a 2-year-old. I'm not.
So I might let her have the oatmeal.
Yeah,
but this is something I can take on the way to work.
Definitely.
Drink on the subway on a busy day.
Yeah, it's something that 2-year-old may be a little bit too young, but for you, it'll be great, and you'll see how delicious it is.
And will this keep me full for a while?
Yes, it will. It will. So you just add some almond milk. Some people just use water, but I like the fat from the almond milk, and it'll sustain you more. You just shake it. We hope it's tight, so you'll see how quick and simple this is. Okay, voila. In 2 seconds, taste this and tell me what you think.
It's actually really good.
Okay.
What sweetens that?
That's stevia.
That's delicious.
It's sweetened
I
with
would
stevia.
definitely
It's a
drink
delicious. It is a delicious protein powder, even if I say so myself.
And so this is like a whole meal?
Yeah, what I do is I make a whole shake, and if you, this is on the go. I make a more extensive breakfast. I use this. I use some almond milk. I use avocado. I use some chia seeds.
So you
I
sort
add
of
some
beef it
blueberries.
up.
I make a huge meal. Put a lot of ice in, and I make it thick. Put in my Vitamix. Have you got a Vitamix? They're fantastic.
I don't have a Vitamix.
The Rolls Royce of blenders. I put in the Vitamix, I make it thick, and it actually comes out thick like a frozen yogurt.
That's great.
It's delicious.
So is
Your
breakfast,
kid will like that.
Is
yeah.
breakfast as important in reality as it is in my mind? I always think of breakfast as being like the start to the day, like it's my first chance to really get great food into my baby. And honestly, it's quality time, because what I do is after I make this, I sit down and I eat it with her, and then I don't see her for 9 hours because I'm working.
That's probably more important than the food that you're even giving her. I think the food is important, but that quality time is feeding her on another level.
Yeah.
So that nourishment is priceless. So I think breakfast is an important meal anyway, but if that's the case in your situation, it's even more important. Thank you for watching Be Well Week and Be Well Weekend. And Stephanie, thank you for showing us what you eat for breakfast, and hopefully you learned something from it.
Yeah, thanks so much for your expert advice.
You're welcome.